I'm going to take you through the steps of a half Turkish Get Up. So this is a very complicated movement. There's just a lot of steps. The movements themselves aren't hard. It's really just remembering how to string them together and hitting those points of performance. So I'm going to take my time kind of going through the steps, showing you a few options. And this is only the half version, so always a great place to start to just get the basics down. So this is usually done with a kettlebell. Could be a dumbbell if that's all that you have available. That is A-okay. So I want you to always start with the kettlebell by your side, and you're gonna roll to the kettlebell, slide your hand under, grab it to your chest, and then roll to your back to begin. So that way you don't have it out to the side and you're not just kind of ripping it off the ground. So for the sake of this, the way that I wanna be facing you, I would be here, I'm gonna roll into my right hand, and then punch the weight towards the ceiling. So whichever side has the weight, the elbow will stay straight or extended the whole time with your knuckles towards the ceiling. Same hand and leg will be up, the opposites will be extended. Okay, so this is just the beginning position. This is where we will start. So from here, keeping those knuckles towards the ceiling, this is your number one goal the whole time, is to just maintain this position, and we're gonna move your body around your hand. So our first thing is going to be an oblique sit up and get onto my opposite forearm. So I'm gonna punch towards the ceiling, reach, sit up, and pause here on my forearm. You might already start to feel the shoulder dancing around a little bit. That is the stimulus we're going for once you've learned the steps. And so often it helps to actually stare at the weight the whole time. You'll see a lot of people who will just look at the kettlebell through the whole movement, kind of knowing better where it is in space. All right, once you get to your forearm, now you're going to get to your hand. So you're gonna push up into your hand, again, keeping that arm straight towards the ceiling. And then from here, I'm gonna push into this foot that's planted into my hand, lift my hips, and stack my arms. So now I'm in what's the windmill position. So notice it's a straight line through my arms to the floor. I'm holding my weight through my foot and my hand. My hips are lifted high, all right? You can spend a second here, kind of feel the work. Then you'll go back to your hips, back to your forearm. Notice I'm still supporting the weight overhead. And then you're going to go back to your back. So that's one rep, all right? Depending on your rep range, you could just keep switching arms side to side. You don't have to do them all in a row, but I'll show you a little faster now. So it is forearm, hand, hips, and then hips, forearm, back, all right? That is the half Turkish Get Up. Again, it's pretty complicated. It takes some practice to get all the steps. Start with a really light weight, so the weight really isn't the challenge, but just more of thinking about where your body is in space. You could even, if you want a fun little challenge, you could do this with a yoga block or even just like your shoe balanced on your fist. So that will give you better feedback as you're going through. If you're getting out of position, the shoe or yoga block will fall off your fist. It can be really challenging, but it's a great way to practice the position. So go ahead and give this a try, the half Turkish Get Up.